What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm dealing with a puddle of water in the floor right now. I cannot figure out why a Freightliner cannot figure out how to make a truck that doesn't leak water. Froggy Lid, number one in the house. Hi, what's up? Let's see, Young Trucker 215's in here. Appreciate everybody coming in. Let's see, Trucker 215 says, how's it going, Cash? It's been a pretty good day. It's been a long day. I probably could have kept going for about 2 more hours, but I'm over it. Got unloaded last night. Drove, I don't know, about 5 hours. Got reloaded. Drove a couple hours. I'm done. I'm over it. Very quick loading today, though. I appreciate that. That place loaded me up in like, I had to wait for another guy to get out of the door, but even with that, complete time there was probably under an hour. 19 pallets. So it's pretty good stuff. Just trying to figure out why a Freightliner can't build a truck that doesn't leak like a sieve. I don't know. I've got more silicone on the front of this truck than This truck should be called Pamela Anderson because it's like full of silicone. But that's a story for another day. Yeah, I mean, like along all the marker lights, I don't have the visor in the front on the Cascadia. So I mean, I got silicone all the way across the top of the windshield. And what really leaks, everybody thinks it's the windshield leaking. It's really those stupid marker lights up there leaking, and it runs down the inside of the truck, and then this top dash part up here, it gets trapped in there. And then when enough water builds up in there and you hit the brakes or you go around a curve, that water, moves forward and runs down your windshield, and everybody thinks the windshield's leaking. So I've got like a ton of silicone around those marker lights up there. I may have to take those things out and re-silicone because the previous owner did that, and this truck has leaked ever since I've had it. So I'm very annoyed by Freightliner Cascadias, why they can't figure that out. I may take them out and silicone. Sorry, that guy was swinging way over to my side. I thought the tail whip was going to take my mirror off. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm very confused why Freightliner builds a million trucks a year and they can't figure out, like, but I thought about unscrewing those marker lights across the front of the truck. I thought about unscrewing those and putting silicone around the back of them, putting them back on, because obviously the rubber seal doesn't work or something. And then you've got a seam on the, going up each side of the truck, and those have silicone in them. Because like a little rubber strip comes in those normally, but that rubber strip comes out like it ain't nothing. But yeah, let's see who all's in the house. Where's everybody at? What's everybody doing? K-Save in the house. Bitcoin is on a complete parabolic tear today. Oh, man. Should have bought some yesterday, sounds like. I don't know. That's my luck. I sit there and debated it for about 15 minutes before I took that picture. I was like, I could buy it right here, but of course, I think if I was going to actually break down and buy some Bitcoin, I wouldn't buy it at a truck stop ATM thing like that. I would just go online, because I'm sure you got to create an account and everything if you buy it at the ATM, right? Like, I don't know if I know enough about it, honestly. Let's see. Roy O, I think that's how you say that. Thumbs up. Appreciate everybody hitting the thumbs up. Smack that thing when you come in. That'll push us out to more people. K Save in the house. What's up, K Save? Thanks for coming in. That's my guru right there. If anybody didn't know it, K Save's the guru. Froggy Lid, I'm good. Thanks for coming in, Froggy Lid. First in the house, everybody. I know he's got them notifications on. Because, I mean, it was like as soon as I hit live, Froggy Lid was in here. Uh, let's see here. Froggy Lid says, you need to seal it with caulking. That'll probably do wonders. Yeah, I've got, like I said, there's probably a tube of silicone on the front of this truck. You know, I've got the grooves that come down each side silicone. I've got like, I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of silicone around the marker lights. And then I got a nice heavy thick bead all the way across the top of the windshield. And this, it still finds a way to come in. Like I've got a bunch of paper towels stuffed back in the dash where it runs down. And, you know, that soaks it up and holds it for a while. But, you know, I've been riding in the rain all day. It's funny, it only does it at certain times. It's like the water's got to hit it just right. So, I don't know, there's probably a pinhole in there that, you know, it gets in there. It's annoying. Trucker Wild's here. What's up, Trucker Wild? Everybody go check out Trucker Wild. He says, yo, yo, waving a hand from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, direct flight to Columbus, Ohio. Hot as heck out. Yes, for sure. Direct flight to Columbus. I just went through Columbus a little while ago, a couple hours ago maybe. Yeah. What you got going on in Columbus? Let's see. How is the jugs and chocolate milk? Yeah. I always enjoy the chocolate milk for sure. But yeah, got that load delivered in Pennsylvania yesterday. That was pretty good. That load went pretty smooth. I was happy with that load. I hope I can get more of those. I don't know what I'm doing when I go back home. I got a load right now going straight back to Minnesota. I may take a day or two off. I don't know. I think I've took in the last month. I've took a day off. I did one 34-hour reset in the last. And I mean, when I say 34-hour reset, I'm talking like to the minute. You know, I showed up at the shipper like 15 minutes before they closed. Of course, I think that's a good strategy if you're, you know you can get there. I might park on the street before the shipper. But I don't like showing up too early because if you give them too much time, they goof around. You know, like some of these places, they need to be put on a time limit. It was funny though, because they, you know, all of a sudden it takes them forever to load. But if you show up 15 minutes before quitting time, what do you know? It takes them 15 minutes to load a truck. It's funny how that works, isn't it? I used to do a potato place like that out in Idaho. I think it was Idaho. Pretty sure it was Idaho. Idaho Falls. But anyway, I used to do them like that. I know they took a long time to load, and they were like, I don't know, they would go move around pallets back here, then they'd load a pallet on your truck, and then they'd move some stuff around, and they come back. So I got where I started just showing up like right before closing time, you know, because it was like first come, first serve. So yeah, I'd set at the truck stop, you know, taking a long break, and then I'd show up about 30 minutes before quitting time. And all of a sudden, it took them 30 minutes to load a truck. It was amazing how that worked. Appreciate everybody coming in today. Gonna do a little quick live here. Hit that thumbs up for me if you could. Hit the old thumbs up. Let me a comment. Let me know you're in here. I like to know everybody's in here. Trucker Wild says drop and hook, then heading to Romeoville, Illinois, then drop and hook to Olive Branch, Mississippi, then drop and hook back up to NYC. Man, that is a pre-plan if I've ever seen one right there. So they fly you to the truck, or is it direct flight to Columbus, Ohio? Hot as heck out. Yeah, it's been miserable here today. It's been raining here in Ohio. You know, I was coming out of Ohio earlier, and yeah, it rained pretty good, and it actually worked. It cooled things down quite a bit because, as they say, it was weather you can wear earlier. So yeah, let's see here. So Columbus to Romeoville, Romeoville to Olive Branch. Olive Branch is like right into Mississippi, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's like South Memphis area. So Romeoville down to Mississippi, the Mississippi back to New York. Yeah, that's a pretty good pre-plan. Truck a while to grab a break. Yeah, I don't like to get too burnt out. But it's not as bad as it used to be. You got video calls all day. Like pretty much anytime I stop, I can video call. So not bad. I did see a guy video calling somebody going down the road the other day. I could clearly see he had his phone like mounted right up on the dash, and I was like, I guess. I mean, I don't know how much you're really paying attention to what's going on to the road or the call when you're doing that, but I'm not the police. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. Frog Lid says that Twin Falls, Idaho, and they known for that. I almost worked for them. Yeah. Twin Falls, Idaho. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds like a place I've been. Young Trucker 215, that's Veterans Trucker move right. They're slow up just before they're about to close. Yeah, that's the key, man. There's a few little tricks you can use on them, and popping in right before closing time is a way to guarantee you ain't gonna sit there all day. Trucker Wild Team Freight. Yeah, that Team Freight, man. I always think about that because I got a friend, him and his wife are team, and I'll call them one day and they'll be, in, I don't know, let's just say California. Well, like I'll talk to them like 2 days later and they'll be like, we're, leaving Ohio, got to be in Florida by, midnight. And I'm like, what that? And then it's like, oh yeah, because like y'all don't ever stop, basically. I've seen them do some 7,000 plus mile weeks over there, so not bad. Defense Department, that's pretty good. It's got to be interesting at least. Got all your clearances and everything, I'm sure. Let's see who all's in here. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sitting here debating whether I'm going to take the body. I'm thinking about taking this entire upper dash apart. I'm just tired of water. I've got it fixed. It used to drip onto the dash going down the road. And I noticed it was coming out of a screw hole because, like I said, it's not the windshield. It's the lights above the windshield. So I think about taking all of it apart and seeing which one it's actually leaking from because they probably all need to be re-siliconed. That silicone looks like it's been on there a while. The place I got this truck from, the fleet that it came out of, that's probably one of those things. They just do all their trucks like that. Put that silicone on them like that because, I mean, I've never seen a Cascadia that didn't have a leak somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I need to replace those upper lights up there because, I'm sure they got an O-ring behind them, but you would think with the silicone and the O-ring, it might not leak. But if I'm not mistaken, the way that works is I'd have to look at it again. I think there's like a little nut on the back of it, so I don't know. I'd have to shine a light in there to see it. I know it's annoying as heck though. I was going down the road earlier and like I went to move my foot and it made like a squeaking sound and I was like, what the heck is that? And I looked down, and like where your accelerator pedal meets the rubber floor, there's like a little dip there, and sure enough there's like a puddle of water in that little dip there, and I'm like, oh, isn't that great? Just when I think I've got it solved, that happens. So it is what it is. But I don't know. I need to check the weather. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go around Chicago this time. I don't need that much fuel. I don't want to buy that much fuel. So I don't think I'm gonna go to the toll road, and I'm gonna stay the heck out of that. Philip Trucker is here. What's up, Philip Trucker? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate everybody coming in. He says, hey, everybody, at least the bunk isn't leaking. Yes, I give you that, because let me tell you what misery is, sleeping on a wet mattress. I bought, back at the beginning of the whole coronavirus thing, you know, when water was in short supply. Well, I was over in Maryland, and I was at a Flying J, and I was sitting there, and I was out of water. I had like 2 bottles of water left, and I said, you know, they keep talking about water shortages and all this, that, and the other. I said, maybe I ought to go buy a couple gallons of water. So I went in Flying J, I bought a couple gallons of water, and, you know, just like the milk jug type bottles, not like, you know, the fancy handle ones and everything. So I bought those, and they kept sliding around in the floor, and I was like, man, I got to get those things out of the way. So I stuck them up on the top bunk like an idiot. And you know, those plastic jugs, when they get jarred around, it don't take nothing to bust them. And I went back there to go to bed one night, and sure enough, one of them had busted. And the way that top bunk works, you know, it's plastic, you know, it's like a plastic tub. Well, it had like sloshed around in there, got everything up there wet. And then where the little twist handle is in the middle of the tub, it leaked out. And yeah, pretty much it had ran all down the bottom of that tub and soaked my bed from head to toe. And yeah, it was misery for about 3 days waiting for that, because I got one of those memory foam mattresses, and it soaked that water up like a sponge. And I don't know, it took it about 3 or 4 days. I had to like take the mattress and like set it up, leave the vents open back there for a couple days while I was driving. I mean, it took forever to air that thing out. Philip Trucker says, my company gives us bottled water at the terminals. Okay. Yeah, that's the way to do it. You don't pay for water, because I was actually I was debating, you know, I've stopped and weighed this load, because this load is like 40, I don't know, 42 and some change. It's not a light load. What is it? 42 3,000 for 47. So 42,300 and some change. And I stopped and scaled it. I knew I needed a case of water. I stopped at the Flying J and scaled it. And yeah, I was like, I didn't think about needing water before I parked, but I parked way back in the back. So I told myself that I'm not getting a case of water right now and carrying it, you know, a mile to the back row. Because I've been trying to park a little farther out. It's easier, you know, to get parking, and, you know, it forces me to walk a little bit. So, been trying it. We'll see how it works. I mean, it's not enough walking to make a difference, but, you know, any walking's better than no walking. Ed Primu, sorry, man. I hate messing up. All right, sorry, I had a little glitch there. Ed is in the house. I'm not gonna mess up your last name. Ed says, I'm running a load up to Rochester, New York. Thought I'd swing by and say hi. Appreciate the conversation. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Ed. That's kind of what we do here. We just kind of shoot the bull. We're like the lounge at the truck stop in here. We're just telling trucker stories and trying to you know, solve some problems, and, you know, help people not make mistakes like you know, like I've made. I try to help people avoid those mistakes. But yeah, I appreciate you coming in, Ed. Let's see here. Ralph is in the house. Good afternoon, Ralph. Thanks for coming in, Ralph. What's everybody doing? Everybody done for the day? I am done for the day. I wrapped it up early. It's raining like crazy over here in Indiana, and I was like, you know, I've pushed it for today. I've run enough, and I'm done. I'm done. Let's see what we got. All right, we're back after a little glitch there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I ain't got good signal, or I think it's YouTube, because I mean it just like picks it so randomly. And there's a cell phone tower. I thought I seen one like right here, but anyway. Back to the basics here. Let's see. Trucker Wild says, hey, gonna lay down. My turn to drive in 8 hours. Everyone stay up. Blessed. Hey, BOC sent me a t-shirt. LOL. Check out NY new video thumbnail. All right, yeah, I'll check it out. Everybody go check out Trucker Wild. He's got he runs team loads for a military. They're on military contract loads, and pretty interesting stuff. Run teams over there. See, Froglid says hi. Froglid, LOL. Roy O. Uh, lying in the scratcher near midnight here in Ireland. Wow. That is awesome. Checking in from Ireland. We've officially become international. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Froglet says, I want a 34-hour reset. I said, give me one extra day. I'm excited to stay at home. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I was going to take this whole weekend off. And instead, I ran to Pennsylvania from Minnesota. So, that's typically how it works. Oh, let's see what we got here. So, yeah, I hope you get that extra day at home, Froggy Lid. Don's in the house. Hello, Don. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Let's see. Philip Trigger says, was at a cold storage place in Atlanta earlier. I was in and loaded and out in less than an hour. I was shocked. Yeah, that's you may want to call the Guinness World Book of Records on that one, because that's a rare one. That's some rare stuff right there. I was picking up at a place where I think they make stuff there, but I'm not sure. I think they're like distribution, but I think they have some production. I don't know. Whatever I was picking up was ready to go. I know that, because as soon as I hit the door, they was loading it. Kind of a smaller place though, not like, not a huge manufacturing place. So that typically helps, when you don't get lost in the shuffle at some of these places. Froggy Lid, I'm at home right now. Oh, okay, so you done got that extra day. Well, good deal on that. That's the way to do it. Let's see. Froggy Lid says, Trucker Wild, is your truck silver by chance? And were you going through I-80 if that was you in Wyoming? I can't remember. I seen Trucker Wild's truck in a video. I'm not sure if he's still in that same truck or not. So I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to make up my mind whether I'm going to stay at home for a day or two when I get there or not. Like I said, this load's delivering. Wednesday morning, so I got about 700 miles to go. So probably run most of it tomorrow. Probably try to put in a big day. But yeah, I don't know. If I get home Wednesday, I may try to stay home till like Friday. I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind yet. Seems like freight's paying pretty good right now. I kind of killed this load with the deadhead though. It was paying pretty good, but I don't know. I didn't plan it out right. I was thinking about getting a load out of Chicago, because normally that's what I do out of this area. I just deadhead back to Chicago. But then I was like, well, maybe I should just take this load, that way I don't have to wait on a load in Chicago if they don't have any. I don't know. You never really know what to do. You never know. Mile High 1010, what's up, people? Thanks for coming in, Mile High 1010. What are you up to today? I am trying to figure out why Freightliner can't make a truck that doesn't leak. You know what I mean? It's like I got a ton of silicone on the front of this truck, but it still wants to leak. It just I don't know. I'm debating. I'm sitting here debating whether or not. I'm thinking about just disassembling this whole upper dash part, to be honest. I don't know how many screws are in it or whatever it's going to consist of, But that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about just taking this whole front little center part down right here and figuring out where it's leaking from. But now that it's stopped raining, I'm like, I don't know if I want to put the effort in to take all that apart and then it not be raining, and then I'll kind of be sitting here with the truck took apart and still not know. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm debating it. I get bored enough in here. I may take it all apart. We'll see. uh, but yeah, that's my Monday afternoon. Sitting here trying to figure out why there's a puddle of water in my floor. And it's funny because I can't figure out like where it came from as far as running down. Like, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing to me because, like I said, everything is siliconed, and I don't know. I worry about the water getting into the electronics. You know how much of a headache that's going to be. Like, just don't want to deal with that. Mile High 1010 says I'm heading down to Tallahassee from Brownsville, Wisconsin. All right, there you go. Be safe down there in Tallahassee. Don't get out there on the beach and get arrested. Froggy Liz says I got the answer for the puddle of the water. You missed the pee bucket. Just kidding. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I didn't think about that. But I mean, honestly, I could hit the pee bucket at 10 yards blindfolded. When you've been driving this long, you don't miss those things. But yeah, I was trying to figure out that. I don't know. Like I said, I dried it up. I mean, it wasn't a huge amount of water. It was like 3 or 4 paper towels. Bam, it was dry. But it's just the fact that I don't want any water in the truck. It's just not a thing I'm interested in, because what it's going to do is it's going to get into something it's not supposed to get into eventually. Or in the winter, it's going to get in here, and then I'm going to leave the truck parked, and it's going to freeze, and it's going to make it even worse. So just don't want to deal with it. So yeah, got that going on. See what else? I was listening to a mechanic today talk about deleting engines, and boy, he made some good points. I don't know if y'all guys know TAT Express. He has a YouTube channel. It's TAT Express. He owns a mechanic shop down in Dallas, but he does a YouTube channel. And he was talking about deleting trucks. And he was kind of talking about what I already know about deleting trucks. Don't do it, because you think, like the last Freightliner I had tons of emission problems. And I replaced a lot of it. It still had emission problems. I gave up on the darn truck and I sold it. So the truck had a lot. So anyway, the Freightliner I had. Okay, that totally crashed the app. I'm back. But what I was saying is the emissions. I had a lot of emission problems on my last Freightliner. I replaced a lot of it, most of it, and it still was like having issues. And the guy I sold it to, the truck had a lot of new parts on it. So the guy I sold it to, he said, I'm just going to take it. But yeah, the guy I sold that to, the other Freightliner, he took it and had it deleted. And yeah, it ruined the engine, because the guy in the... Alright, let's see what everybody's saying. Philip Turk says you Googled it to see if someone else had the same issue on the windshield. Yeah, everybody has, a lot of people have these problems on the windshield. I had it on my old Freightliner. Let's see. Ed says, do you have spotlights on your cab? If you do, I've seen spots leak and water run into the upper dash. Yeah, I don't have spotlights up there, but my marker lights up there are on a Freightliner. They're notorious for leaking. So like I said, I put these have silicone around them. I didn't do it. It was done before I got them. But I think I'm gonna have to take them out and put some new silicone on them or something. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Young Trucker 215 says, the 2012 Cascadia I had, they wanted 16,000 to replace the whole system. Yeah, I had a 2013 Freightliner, and boy, that's 16. That's a high quote right there, because I had, um, you know, you can get your most Freightliners. You can get the one box replaced for, ballpark around 10 with labor, and that's from Freightliner. I had the DPF filters replaced. I had NOx sensors replaced. I had doser valves replaced. I had a ton of it replaced. But yeah, the guy who took it and had it deleted, that engine didn't last long after that. But the guy at TAT Express was explaining why. When they have to remap the ECM when they delete all that. And basically what they have to do is they have to tell the truck, the way they work it is, it overfuels the truck is how they map it when they do it. And what ends up happening when you overfuel the truck, you create soot, because you're not burning all the diesel that you're putting through the engine. So it creates soot, and that soot, so the soot builds up on the top of the cylinders, and then over time that soot builds up, becomes like a layer, and then that layer flakes and breaks apart, and then you've got little chunks of like rock hard soot bouncing around in your cylinders, and it just eats the cylinder walls alive. So let's see. Ed says, check your heater core, sometimes they leak. Yeah, that's I like that, Ed. I did not think about that, but yeah, I need to definitely check that out, because it was very hot and humid, and I was pumping some AC earlier, so I was wondering. I didn't think about that, but yeah, it could have been could be heater core, could also be condensed, from the condenser, or not the condenser, but the from the AC system. I don't know what am I thinking of? Not the condenser, I can't think of it. The one that's inside the truck, not the one that's under the hood. Roy O says, if there's coolant in the puddle, it could be what Ed said. Yeah, I don't think there's any coolant in it. It's just water. Because it's not, it cleaned up with a paper towel. It didn't leave any kind of film or any oily, any kind of oil behind. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just water, and it only does it when it rains. So, I'm pretty sure it's just a leak somewhere. Just finding the darn thing's going to be the pain in the butt. But guys, I think I'm going to hop off here. I'm having no luck with my internet. I don't know if it's all the thunderstorms around or what's going on, but it just keeps glitching on my end. So I appreciate everybody coming in, giving it a shot. If you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button for me, and I appreciate everybody coming in. Little quick live here, talk a little shop. Everybody be safe out there. Take care of each other. Later.